Hey everyone, welcome to our first episode. My name is Leah, and you guys can introduce yourself.
And I'm Drake.
And I'm BTG.
All
I
right.
thought you were gonna do more than that, Drake. He's like, and I'm Drake.
Okay. I'm Drake. Plug with MistaD713. Many may call me, but all in all, I'm happy to be here. Shout out to Leah. Shout out to BTG. This is something I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, and I'm BTG, and I am a black man that loves scary movies. Yeet, 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 yeet.
Mm, mm.
We came together really because it was during conversation that we realized that there was more than just us who enjoy scary movies, horror films, things of the like. Your thriller, suspense, psychological, all that stuff. Bring it on. It's great. So we just wanted to have time and space to create a film review because it's not many of us who actually do this at
Do
all.
this at all.
But we're here. We are here. So we're just going to kick it off with a few questions just to kind of get to know who your hosts are. And just go ahead, get started. What introduced you? We're going to start with BTG. What introduced you to scary movies?
It was a couple of people, my uncle and my cousin, and this was started like probably in like the mid to late '80s. My uncle used to watch all kind of scary movies and karate flicks,
Mm.
and so that's what I was around, and that's why I'm a huge fan of Bruce Lee to this day.
Okay.
And then my
That
cousin,
is.
every time I would go over to my cousin's house, she would have these the VHS tapes
Take it
of
back.
Oh
horror.
man.
Yeah, and I would kind of say it was. I mean, it could have been a CPS case because they forced me to watch those scary movies.
So, go ahead. Speak on it.
After that, but it was just the graphics back then. We're not gonna get into that. The '80s graphics was different. They was
Yeah,
trying,
they were. Yes.
but at the time it was so vivid to see so much blood and I guess the it was just different. You know what I mean? So looking at these characters and stuff like that. I'm a huge X-Men fan. So when you see these superheroes and stuff like that, you're intrigued. But when you see the opposite side, the dark side of these characters,
Mm-hmm.
um, it's just something that pulls you in, and then it's just it's just different. It was something that frightened me so much. It was just so interesting. So I was going to ask y'all a question, like, do you play devil's advocate when it comes to these characters? Like the reason why they're doing it.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. I
You know
Absolutely.
what
mean,
I
get
mean?
into
Hey.
the root of why it started. I think it adds more than just a one-dimensional character who's out to get people.
And,
Hmm.
and that's why I love prequels. It's going to show the full story. Like I respect Candyman to an extent. I don't know why he just stuck in the hood doing it, but we're gonna talk about that more. But I'm like, yeah, go fuck them motherfuckers up, like But same thing. I'm looking forward to like Jeepers Creepers. I want to know like the true
Ooh.
story because if I don't know spoilers, but if you watch the third part of the series, like I heard some whips and cracking, and I'm like, what's going on here? And I'm like, what is
Mm.
happening here? Well, maybe he doing this for a reason. But that I love once not. It's just seeing having empathy for the murderer or for the antagonist to say.
Yeah, yeah.
Not for all of them though, but
Not for all of them, for sure.
No, but a couple
Because
of
it
them
do.
just like,
because you got that one in the back, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't respect that,
yeah.
man.
That,
Mm-mm.
that dude right there. But
That's the
he
one.
is he is Mount Rushmore. We can say that.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
one of the legends.
So Drake, what got you into scary movies?
Man, my line is on the line of BTGs. It's instead of being his uncles and cousins and stuff, it was my mama. Okay, God rest her soul. My mother like loved horror movies. Like it used to get her excited. And when I was a little boy, I no more than 4 or 5 years old, same thing. hey, come watch this movie with me. Not hey, come. It started hey, come. Then okay, you watching it with me. Like I would try to leave the room, walk out, and she would grab me and hold me there to watch it. I'm like, what? Like, and me even as a child, like, what the fuck wrong with you? This shit is scary as hell, you know. And but she thought it was so cute, seeing me all squirm and shit. But it was like some shit that was messed up, like Freddy to Hellraiser to some shit that I was like, man, like this could like now I've worked for CPS. I was like, yeah, this could be emotional abuse heavily. And like she used to try to cover my eyes during the sex scenes and shit. But I grew up in that household with my parents, my mother per se, did not hide anything from me. I knew about the birds and the bees in the first grade, like thoroughly about the birds and the bees. And it was thoroughly knew about horror, killing, but she also explained the right and the wrong to me as well. Even though she made me watch shit like that, she explained it. And she like, I grew up in what some may say, I say just grew up as trying to have me being strong as a guy. Some may call it toxic masculinity, but
Oh, here we go.
I know, but we ain't getting into all that. But I was raised to be, you don't run, you don't be scared, hell with all that, you know. And like, I have stories even with Freddy. It was like I learned how to control my dreams after watching. Oh, we didn't put this on the list. Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight. Oh my god, like them things used to. That shit used to mess me up, but it just showed me like it's not the scary people in these movies are mimicked after people in real life. It's messed up as you can say, because at the end of the day, like even with Freddy here, Freddy was a fucked up individual before he got his powers, you know.
Yep.
So
yeah,
but I love them. I love horror movies. It's been like part of me. It's not like now my wife gets on me. I wake up watching horror movies now. It's like ingrained in who I am. But you know, I respect people that can't watch it. But when I find people like yourselves that love this, it makes my heart warm. You know, it makes me smile. So that is a good thing. So I appreciate being here. Appreciate y'all being on here with me as well. But Leah, how did you get into it? What brought you into the whole horror genre?
It's funny because I was thinking when we first had this conversation, I was like, I don't know what got me started into it. I grew up in a big family, and I was talking to my dad about it, and I was like, I really don't know what it was. Just like watching Child's Play was like a normal thing, and my dad is like on the other side of the phone talking about I put that on. I was like, okay, so he got me really into watching it. So watching Chucky, Freddy Krueger, Jason, Candyman, all those, like really. And we had the conversation about Hellraiser versus Wishmaster, and I forgot who Hellraiser was.
Oh, Pinhead.
Because I had only seen parts of it. I hadn't seen the whole thing.
That's
and so I was like, wait a minute. And so I went to go back look at it. Yeah, so I was like,
Pandora's box.
That box. And he's just the main head. His cold cast. Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm excited to watch that one again, like to watch it in full, because I think I've only seen it in parts. So I want to see that one again. But watching starting from the 80s and then watching it as it's more like a thrill ride. Like I just like the thrill of watching horror films, and especially like psychological dramas where it's like, wait a minute,
where are we going next?
Wait a minute.
Do you like trying to guess who's gonna be the killer or what's gonna happen?
I'm along for the ride. I don't want to rush to the end. I want to enjoy the ride. I want to be surprised where I'm supposed to be surprised. I want to enjoy the jump scares. I want to enjoy like everything. If I'm sitting there constantly trying to figure out what's going on, I'm gonna miss something. So
yeah, you're gonna get distracted.
I'm more a person
trying to solve the
to
puzzle.
Yeah. Yes.
I try to read it. I'm the opposite. And I enjoy it. I'm like, cause that's what shows me if it's a good movie or not. To my opinion, it's like if you put me into a position where I'm like, you got me off guard with that one. I wasn't expecting that shit. Okay, you fucked me up. Like that's what the movie we were just talking about, Hereditary. Didn't see it coming. Did not see none of that coming. I was like, that was a good movie.
I'm okay with a good plot twist as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. I do like good plot twists, but like movies like M. Night Shyamalan, The Happening. I get upset when y'all run out of steam in the third act, and the first two acts were great, and the third act is just like, well, we ran out of budget, so this is what you get. I don't like those.
Blowing the grass. She
just keep the wind. Like let's capture the wind moving. Like what is that? The wind is killing people?
Hey,
yeah, no.
But you can't sleep on the signs though. Signs are like they built up to that all the way through, you know, and like it used to piss me off when the little girl, because you know my significant other leave glasses of water all around the damn house, and I'd be like, some aliens about to come get us or some shit. What's about to happen? Why you got all these glasses? Drink the whole damn glass. But
you never know,
man.
Swing away. I was swing away.
That's another conversation to have. Are we more drawn to the middle of the story, or are we looking forward to what's happening at the end? Are we looking forward to a great ending, or do we want the meat and potatoes of just what's happening in the moment?
I want the meat and potatoes. I want it the whole shebang. I want you. It's like I want the meat, potatoes, and the bread. That's my thing. Like if you give me all of it, like you could have a low budget. It could be somewhat cheesy, but if you got a good plot to it, like well, not cheesy. It's somewhat poorly produced, put it that way. But if I can see your plot, I can respect it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But if you just did some shit, try to be gory and try to throw some jump scares in it, I'm gonna look at you a little indifferent. But if you put some thought behind this, I'm like, make me think a little differently, or okay, see where you're going there. I like that. If you had a bigger budget, I can see how can this be a big film. I can shake with that.
What is your go-to rewatchable like horror film? You can put it on anytime. It doesn't matter. You got time, I'm gonna watch it.
Like it's like the Friday of horror, within my culture. Most black folks would say, they can you can say word for word the initial Friday. So I would actually say Dawn of the Dead remake.
The remake. Okay.
The remake, like I can. It's once again, it's one of those things. Like a lot of people don't like certain things. I came and put some plot holes in it. I have the director's cut somewhere around here, but it's one of those movies that I can hit play anytime and just get into it. I used to watch that. I used to have screens in my car, ride back in the day, and I can just put it in my ride and just drive to East Texas, Dallas, Houston, watching horror movies. That's how deep I'm into this. It was just like I don't need them and watch it. I can just listen to it. That's how much I like Dawn of the Dead.
Okay. BTG?
For me, it's between two different decades or even eras, if you want to say. I'm a bounce back between the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Scream.
You going back to the 80s? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
You talking about Leatherface? Okay.
Leatherface.
Okay.
When he chased her ass all the way in the street.
Yo.
Hey, that's one of my scare. I went to the theater to watch the remake. That shit scared me. He scares me, man.
Man, when he ruthless. When he just hung her ass up on that goddamn hook, I said, "Oh my god!" I feel everything.
What about you, Leah? What about you? What's your go-to?
Go-to rewatchable is but it's just for laughs now, is the original Child's Play. Original Child's Play is one that I watch just for laughs because it's just there's a scene. If we watch it, I gotta point it out to you, where he's telling her she can't go with him, and she's like, "No, but I'm staying in the car." And of course, there's not automatic locks or automatic windows, so she closes the door of the car and is working to roll up this window, and he just opens the door. What are we doing here, guys? What are we doing here?
That happens in a lot of horror movies.
Yeah, but it's like things like that. It's hilarious. Like seeing toddler feet run around the car, like stabbing him while the car is upside down. Hilarious.
I never been scared.
Can we bring our blackness in here? First of all, we would have whooped that goddamn dog.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
When you just said those little toddler feet,
yes.
Man, get the fuck out of here, man.
Is there
Like,
a such thing? Let me ask y'all a quick question. Is there a such thing as horror com?
How many
Because
horrors?
it, because
absolutely.
if no,
Yeah.
but no, I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about the Wayne brothers and stuff like that. I'm talking about actual horror with comedy in it.
They Lupita and Yago just did that with
Yeah,
the
little
Little
monsters,
Monsters, I
little
think.
monsters. Hey man, you should check that out. Little monsters
Okay,
It's
was
on Hulu. You haven't seen it?
I don't think no,
We're adding that
no.
one to the list.
yeah, yeah. I watch. It's a good movie though.
The reason why I brought
That one
that
was
up
good.
because you brought up Child's Play and of course this guy behind me. They have to be the top two funniest cats in the horror flicks.
What my boy Tales from the Crypt
Yeah,
Keeper.
he. Oh yeah, he definitely.
Yeah, that one.
He
Like
always
he always
cracking me.
laughing, always giggling.
I absolutely agree. And then it's a the original the original Night of the Living Dead. That was like a horror com. You know, it was some fun.
That blood was so terrible.
Yeah, man. But they try to make what what's the actor name? Joanna Man. I know he hates getting
Miguel
called
Nunez.
Miguel Nunez. Like a lot
Yeah.
of hey, shout out to you, brother. Like him and the original actor from Dawn of the Dead, Night of the Living Dead, man. The black and white one. Return of the Living Dead. Was it the Return?
Um,
These are things I'm gonna educate. Well, I'm gonna remember these names because these are like pioneers that I appreciate.
it'll come back to us.
Oh yeah,
I'm a little rusty myself.
oh yeah.
yeah, I'm just like, whoo, nah.
But
But we got it. There's so much stuff that we can unpack. Like I do have a pet peeve when it comes to the type of blood that I'm seeing.
mm,
Oh, if it's like super jello or
Come
like thick
on,
and
and the
syrupy
Scream. What was that?
or
Scream? Was
like
it Scream 2? Scream 2 or Scream 3? That was the thickest
mm,
strawberry
two C's.
cherry.
it was jam.
Nobody blood is that thick. Like, oh
Man,
my
how long they
god.
been?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's all coagulated. It's like, yeah, this is just jello now. That's all it is.
Freddy versus Jason, everything is squirting everywhere.
Mm.
I'm like, come on, man. This is getting outrageous.
No, I just
Red Gatorade everywhere.
This is red Gatorade.
Just everywhere. Tropical punch everywhere. I'm like, y'all doing too much.
What world would you want to live in?
Shit, horror world.
What horror world
Like
would you want to live in?
Man, it's you know it's really fucked up. I want to say this one, but man, let me see if something better because I was like,
Hey, low key 2020 is a cold scary movie right now.
Right.
Yeah, I'm like, we just
And
and it ain't even over yet.
And it's not over.
It's not.
Like,
And let's hope this is the meat and potatoes right now.
We're coming into the third act,
Man.
guys. We're coming into the third act.
Man, dang. What other? How about you? What world would you want to live in, Leah?
I would say if I would probably live in Little Monsters World because even though it is like I can be one of the townspeople, I don't have to be one of the people in it, like that is taking care of the kids. I could be one of the townspeople.
Okay.
Because it's like because you see they make light of like the zombie apocalypse happening, and you like they're aware of it. And so it's like, wait, have you guys seen Little Monsters? Have you both seen it?
I've seen it. He hasn't
Okay.
seen it.
No,
All right. So you say you haven't seen it. But I feel like that would be the one where I have the most time to prepare.
That makes perfect sense now. As that one word, prepare.
Yeah, I would have enough time to prepare and get where I need to get.
Okay, now I'm still going to answer that question, but do we have the knowledge, or is it new to us?
Okay, let's say this: the roles that you're in this world would translate into that world.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm staying on Elm Street.
You're staying on Elm Street?
I'm staying on Elm Street because I only
Sir,
sleep
you
5
work with
hours.
the public.
Yeah, but I only
Sir.
sleep 5 hours. I only sleep 5 hours.
All you have to do is hear his name and be scared.
Right. But I know.
Sir.
Like, that's the last. Have you been
Sir.
listening? Like the last place I'm gonna be is
No,
that.
What
Man,
you
what?
mean? You only sleep 5 hours, and then you're not gonna sleep at all until you're like comatose. These are the ones who couldn't stop dreaming. These are the
I'm gonna
ones.
take a. If there's a such thing as taking an edible inside my dream, oh, I'm lit. I'm lit.
Oh,
I'm lit.
yo.
Hmm.
I'll whoop Freddie ass.
Man, see,
That's what
we got a
Jason
movie.
thought.
Yeah, I'm telling
That's
you.
what Jason thought.
Jason, yeah, he got his ass whooped.
Um,
Oh,
dang, this is hard. You know, this. I've been thinking. Man, I could. Ooh, you know what? I'll live in the It Follows world. You know, I'll just be faithful. You know, that's
I
it. So
can't.
what I'm doing now.
really?
What I'm doing now. Now, if it ain't got me by time this age or a little bit before, oh yeah, I'm good. Back in the like high
Well,
school.
how do you know it just hasn't worked down the line yet to get back to you?
Right.
Like that's the
What
whole
if
thing.
yeah, what if somebody put it on you that you trust?
And I just don't.
And you pass it on,
But I
and
gotta
it's
start
been passed
seeing.
on.
I started seeing the
Yeah.
people I've had relations with die like consistently. Man, I'm going to funerals left and right. Hmm. Damn. I would
Go
be.
ahead. That shit walk out on the dark on me. I'm out of there, bro. I can't do
See,
it.
you got to turn it like it's a different. Ooh.
But here,
You
this
know
is what
how
I
it works
wanted to
too, right?
see was I wanted to see Drake in your current position working in Case 39 world.
No, I.
Oh, case
No,
39.
that's why I was like, I wasn't even thinking
Yo.
about what. I would be cool in Case 39 world because, like, I'm telling you, we might have to watch that one because me being my profession, every rule they told her is actual like shit you shouldn't do. She did everything, not everything, but the main thing. You don't bring them kids home. You don't bring them
Mm-mm.
kids. That's rule number one. And I've
Mm-mm.
seen people like, man, bring home them motherfuckers. Like, excuse me. Those those young souls got it. Unfortunately, souls that's been
Yo.
put through neglect and abuse. Or they could do some things they might not. I have videos I can show people that I did a show on the other platform. They're like, man, like, and you see these kids go through that. They lash out. I want to cut you with a knife. And like me and my profession, like, yeah, that's normal. That's going to happen. He's probably not going to do it, but he may do it. Like, he gets a hold of the knife. And
Mm-mm.
like seeing like her in that situation, I'm like, you stupid mom. And the parent, and like I've had not many, but a few cases, the parents like, you see, I told you so. Like, but that case 39, that little demon, because it was like the powers they had. It was a psychological fuck, Nah. So I think the better question would be, what world would you hate to live in? What world would you?
Most of them. Like
Like,
there's not.
what would be the least favorite? Like the absolutely, I will avoid that of all
Wherever that nigga Toby is at, I'm out. Wherever he at, I'm gone. This nigga breaking backs for no goddamn reason. I'm cool. Talking to my kids, leave my kids alone. You know what? No. Look, if you cool with the kids, look, I'm cool with my kids too. Let's be cool with the kids together. Cause I can't.
Man.
Come on, he broke the hell out of everybody. I was sad. I was like, come on,
And if
bro.
y'all don't
Mm,
know who Toby is, y'all know about paranormal activity. Just to put y'all up
mm,
on game. See, Leah?
mm-mm. Uh, See, I don't know how it would affect me though. Like,
Everything you know now, once again. See, the main thing with BTG, with his world, was mainly stay away. He got to check his wife, man. He got to know her childhood upbringing. Because that came from his
Yeah,
wife. It was a
that
lady he
can't.
was with.
Right. And I can't see him. You know what I'm saying? That's the cold part. It's not a
Oh,
fair fade.
you didn't? No, you can
yeah,
see
true.
Toby. No, Toby, you can see Toby. You guys, I
No, the
forgot.
only time they saw him was when they put the powder on the floor.
That's what I'm saying. It was one point that you could see Toby, and I'm like, oh shit, Toby
I'm
a big
not.
motherfucker.
I'm not. Drake. I'm not wasting my pancake mix on
Okay,
that.
man. Hey, go get you some Johnson and Johnson.
Yo.
So,
Hit him with the LeBron, man. As soon as you do that,
look,
motherfucker square in your damn face.
yeah, right about face, everything broke. You
Hey,
got
that would be a good
No.
jump scare right there. That was a good thought.
I'm just pass
Mm.
out. Take me, Toby. Just take me. Make it fast, man. Make it fast.
Make it fast.
I'm gonna punch you square in the chest.
Oh
Boom.
man.
Ooh, that's
I
a
would.
question too for the
What?
future. How will we want to die? But we're gonna save that one.
Okay.
Yo. Any movie, any world where like Jeepers Creepers, Hills Have Eyes, the Wax Museum,
Yeah, I seen that
where
shit.
I'm being like chased down because they know, like I'm the fat kid, I'm gonna be taken out
Hey,
so quick.
that's why Leatherface scared the shit out of me. That motherfucker he
Yo,
big and he got hawk. That motherfucker can move, boy.
no,
You
like
said the
hit me
wax
with the
museum.
car, take me out. Like I don't want to be here. Like I'm not gonna make it, y'all. Y'all up here climbing trees, y'all running under car. Like in the first Jeepers Creepers, when everybody ran from the bus.
Mm-hmm. That's the second one.
Yo,
No.
or the
That's the
second
first one.
one.
No, that
No,
was
the
the
first
second
one
with
was
the
the
bus.
two brother and sister.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the first one was brother and sister. The second one was the bus. But when everybody ran from the bus, I was like, mind you, they're all pretty athletic kids because they just came from a game. But yeah, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't make it. I don't think he would want anything from me anyway. But just like even in the wax museum where they got him and they just like dipped him in wax. Yeah,
That's the one
no.
with Paris Hilton, right?
Yeah, yeah. Was
Is
it?
it? Was
Yeah, that
it?
with Paris Hilton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I really knew who she was then
But
when I
this is
watched
this is
it.
what we're not gonna do. Because we're black, we're not about to go to them. They
Exactly.
they gotta come to
Hey,
us.
see, that's it,
G-
man.
hey, Jeepers
I'm trying
Creepers
to
But
is
think in
not.
what
let
world
me
they would be
tell you.
here.
Let me
Yeah,
tell you.
he's
Let me
not getting through those project walls, Drake. He's
No.
like,
not.
hey, being in the country, I'm from the country though. All right, I'm from y'all. Man, I'm from the country. Y'all from LA.
Oh,
I'm
where
from
is
East
city?
Texas.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah,
watching Jeepers
y'all got
Creepers, Texas
different kind of
Chainsaw
grease though.
Massacre, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Even I know the true history of it, but man, I'm telling you, like coming from a small town, you be trying to sneak off. You know, in high school, you trying to. It's just like in the movie, you trying to get you a little something. Everybody, parents at home, and I remember like somebody told me about this spot by this lake, and you start driving down this road with me.
That
I
feeder
know she,
road.
man, chill out, chill out.
The feeder road.
You go chill out on the frontage road, sir. But now this is like a country back road. Like some stuff, I'm telling the stuff y'all be seeing in movies, and we driving, and you see the trail, but the trail the tires start getting smaller, the grass start getting above the cars and shit. And you know that's when your hormones, that horniness, but that fear started to take over that horniness. And I remember looking over my girl at the time, like, "Hey, you know, I'm cool now." She like, "Good, motherfucker, get us the fuck out of here, man." Because it got to the point I had to go in reverse the whole fucking way. I'm like probably a quarter mile. I mean, straight reverse because you couldn't turn
That's a
around and nothing.
skill set.
Dude, when I tell you the whole time in my head, I'm just thinking something about to jump out this damn grass and start chasing us, man. Hey, so nah. And because I watch so many horror movies, I know this type of. I think it prepares me for fucked up shit would happen. I know how to react to the shit. You know, don't panic. But man, the world I couldn't fuck with is probably like 28 days later, 28 weeks later. Anywhere
Yo.
Oh yeah, I'm not dealing with
No.
none of that outbreak shit. No,
yeah,
no, I'm cool.
like I can deal with some zombie apocalypse because I know I'll make it. I know where I can go and hold. But
Oh,
with COVID-19, I couldn't live where I'm living right now. I sure couldn't live in Texas. Like it's too many people that don't take shit serious until it's too late. You know, and like with zombies, like if it's the zombies that just kind of crawl and I think
the
they're
slower ones,
the type. I think they're the type B. The type A, I think those are the fast ones. If they can run, it's a wrap for me, bro. It's a wrap.
no,
I
hey, it's over in general over down there in Houston. Shout out to Peabody because y'all have pool parties and
they are
going to yeah,
I'm in Seattle right now. They are
yeah.
I'm gonna miss a whole bunch of my people, man. I am. I am. I
Yeah.
am. I
Hey,
am.
I ain't gonna lie, Drake. I'm telling you right now, that Leatherface bring his ass on Crenshaw and Slauson, we gonna whoop his ass. Take that damn
Leatherface,
thing.
man. I never been to Crenshaw Slauson, but y'all must be some bad motherfuckers. Because I'm telling you, that
Well, because
motherfucker swinging
Leatherface
it.
he hasn't been jumped. Like that's the thing.
Thank you.
He
Thank
hasn't
you.
been jumped. It's always been balanced in his favor.
But who gonna be the first one to jump? Who the first one gonna
Not,
run
If
up?
everybody's
not
going
me.
at the same time,
Why?
everybody going at the same time.
Hey, but
That, hey,
Leah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a double dutch. So I was like, all right, I will wait till Drake
hey,
go
hey,
first.
hey, hey, they gonna be on Baylor ass. Baylor, we see
Right.
how you deal. Like you have to deal with now. You got to deal with Christian's laws. You got so kill. You know how it is, cuz. You know, like I'm,
No.
but I'm telling you, one
I
good
want to
swing of
live
that
in any
chainsaw.
world where kids are like children of the corn
Oh
Mm.
man,
or none of them
okay.
kids. Like I am probably more afraid of seeing a little child by itself on the street at night than I am seeing a grown man.
Yeah.
That man
I
outside selling crack.
look just like why is this kid
Baby on the corner.
unsupervised by itself outside?
Not gonna fool me, baby. Click,
Going back in the house.
click. I know that
Mm-mm.
the old baby on the corner trick. Shout out to Dave
Mm-mm.
Chappelle. If y'all don't know.
Nope. Nope. Not doing it.
Hey, baby, why you outside? Man, are you gonna try to help the baby? At least call CPS.
I might
I,
call.
I'm calling you, Drake.
Yeah, I'll be like, yeah, y'all come get this kid.
Nah, that profession is done with, player.
Drake, it's a kid down here. I just let
Hey,
you know.
hey, it's a kid. Okay, 1-800-252.
Mm-mm.
And look, I'll be like, yo, for sure, hit that number up. I'm all at you.
Cause dude, I'm sure I'm straight. I ain't going, man. That's one
I'm
thing.
gonna tell you where the kid's at on the corner. You go ahead, call. I'll see you.
So that's the other thing I be telling people. You ain't gotta go rescue. Just call a number. You don't have to be the superhero all the time. People get paid.
No,
To
I
do
don't need
this
to.
now.
What I need to be superhero for? Then I'm dead. Who gonna tell my story?
See, this is why I waited till you jumped in first, Drake.
Hey, are you talking about running up on Leatherface? Nah.
Yeah,
Hey,
I would be. I wouldn't be
nah.
one of the cast to tell the
Hey,
stories.
I'm be in a
Right.
different. Hey, I'm be in a different community. I'll tell you that right
Listen,
now.
I am a better storyteller than I am a hero.
Hey, man, we ain't got the blinds like back in the day. The ones you can peek through. My blinds will be
Oh
completely
yeah.
fucked up because I'll be like, no, my blind. It gonna take me one time. You see that big motherfucker?
And
Mm-mm.
so let me ask y'all a question. Which is a better storyline to be a part of? And when I mean a better storyline to be a part of, I mean the one that you would least want to be a part of. Would you want to be a part of that storyline, the Nightmare on Elm Street storyline, or the Candyman storyline?
It.
Oh,
I might go with it too because if you know how to control your fear, then you already winning half of the battle.
I don't live in Derry, Maine. That's the only where with it fuck. But we in this. Are we in the whole dark universe? That's what we got to start looking in what universe. Because we're in the dark universe. It's all type of weird shit. Mainly, don't live in Maine. Okay, you cannot live in Maine. All right, if you live in Maine, you are fucked. Okay,
We
that's
got
just.
we gotta write down these places. I'm for sure not going to Connecticut at all.
you're like Connecticut's off the map. Nope.
But Stephen King, all his whole most of his books, it happened in the same small towns. That's what Salem Lot happened is in Maine. It Lean on Me.
Oh my God.
Misery. I think that was in Maine as well. All these places he keep his stuff right
Oh
there.
yeah.
It's another one, the one with the dang, all his shit, crazy shit up there. I think where was The Shining. What was that?
That probably was that's The Shining sound like it was in Connecticut.
Man, all I'm saying, bro, like my thing is with it. Like I'm a grown man right now. I didn't fuck with him 27 years ago. He go pick off some kids, but shit, And when you talk,
I ain't gonna lie though, I like the way you talk. You like, hello, Georgie.
yeah, nah. Yeah, just
I don't know. Wait, what was the second one? Because you said it, Candyman, and what was the second one?
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Uh,
You dealing with the whole past, the history, and everything.
yeah, and I have to be one of the ones that's like lying to the kids. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. They're back. He's back. Oh my gosh. Because then
Look, don't
then I
bring
would
up
just
his name.
resolve to like never have kids. I would just resolve to never have kids. I would live in Nightmare on Elm Street.
You got to think about it. Every time you fall asleep, you're gonna think about Freddy. Every time you go in the bathroom or look at your mirror in your bedroom, you're gonna think about Candyman. And every time you get scared, or you get that phone call from one of your friends that you haven't seen in years, you're gonna know it's about Pennywise.
Pennywise. Yeah.
Yep.
Man,
I
wouldn't that
think
be
that
some?
I would fare better in Nightmare on Elm Street because then I don't have to like I would have aged out at a certain point. I would have aged out of Nightmare on Elm Street because it's not because at some point, yeah, I would just not have to have kids.
Do you get an attitude when you don't get enough sleep?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
This
and
is
I
why
and I
we will
don't
make
eat.
it. This is why we will make it in Nightmare on Elm Street because
yeah.
as soon as we fall asleep and he bother us, we got a fucked up ass attitude, and he got to deal with it. He got to deal with that.
Honestly, I would have too much of an attitude to be afraid. I feel like
Right, right.
I would be so hot if you do not go on somewhere and leave
Yeah,
me
he come
alone.
over. He come over there talking about ha ha. If you don't sit your silly ass down, back, get some sleep. Put them goddamn butter knives up. Sick of your shit.
Oh man, I'm like, why do you only have one? What are you doing with your life?
Yo, shout out to Kelly Rowland. She definitely killed it.
Yeah, it was like that. Okay, what is your that brings us to the next one. What is your favorite line of a horror film that you've seen?
Oh, you know what mine is, Drake. The TV scene?
The TV with Freddie.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly what he said. Shit.
He
Two Live. I ain't gonna fuck it up. I ain't gonna butcher it.
he said he said along the lines of he was like, that's prime time,
Yeah,
bitch.
yeah,
Something like
yeah.
that.
He him and Pimp seem too short. Use bitch more. So they people be forgetting about Freddie, man. Freddie be dropping the
Oh
beef like it
man,
ain't nothing, man.
Let me find out Too Short is a ghostwriter to the Nightmare on Elm Street film.
right?
Man, dang.
Oh man.
I'm gonna let you handle this one, Lee. I'm trying to think. What's my favorite line of a horror movie?
One of my favorite lines, I don't know if it's my ultimate favorite, but like one of my favorite lines is when he did look at Kelly Rowland and was like, dark meat. And I was like,
Oh,
yo,
Darby.
I have never laughed so hard in the theater at a scary movie in my life.
So is that like a flirt line though?
You know
That's
Freddie
a
about
compliment to
that.
me. I take it as a compliment.
But then I went back and watched, I was like, oh, there hasn't been any black victims. That's right.
I take it as a compliment because he said, He was like,
No. Freddie done killed black people before. He done got some dark meat before. It's rare. It's rare.
I was
No,
like, wait.
the chick that he killed in Dream Warriors, she was Chick-fil-A. She was Chick-fil-A. Kelly Rowland is Louisiana.
Oh, but he killed that black dude too.
Yeah,
Man, that
he
brother
did.
he was definitely rotisserie.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Dang, what's the one I'm trying to think? I can't think of one right now. There's a line to give off like
The more white people die in horror movies because they don't have the knowledge that we
They
have.
feel like, oh my God, they have that hero complex of like, I got to figure this out. Da, da, da. I'm
Oh,
like, no, I am calling people. Yo, have you dealt
Leah,
with this? We need to
Leah,
talk.
it frustrates me so bad that they have to know who the killer is. I don't need to know.
that's
I
me.
don't need to
That's
know.
me.
No, I don't want to. Listen,
I'm not taking
did
this
I make
mask
it?
off.
Okay,
Leah
cool. I made it. Tell my people we need to get up out of here.
and Leah, why do they take 5 minutes per inch to snatch that goddamn mask off?
It's like
I'm gonna kick
so
that
slow,
motherfucker off.
so slow. So like even when they try to take the mask off of Mike Myers, and I was like, bruh, what are y'all doing?
Now you you gotta pull that from the hair. Everybody know that.
Oh
Don't pull it
gosh.
from the bottom. You know what we need to start doing? This is very underrated, Drake. When the boogeyman is down and he look like he's out, instead of trying to take the mask off or kick him or tap him or something like that, tickle his ass. I bet you his ass
Man.
get up there.
Tickle
Tickle his
him.
ass.
Nah, man. Hey, I can't do that. I don't know about y'all because I don't know about y'all because have y'all tickled someone and didn't laugh?
And they're not ticklish?
They're not ticklish at all.
But that body.
That shit is scary. That shit is scary. Like, you know how like mad someone try to be at you like with a kid, or they just like you tickle a kid, they like just look at you stone face. I'm like, okay, I believe you the fuck alone. You know that?
Drake, hear me out. Michael Myers is laying on the ground, on his back, and you took that nigga under his armpit. If that nigga go like this,
bruh, man, like,
I'm not even gonna run. Like,
hey,
go sit your soft ass down.
Hell nah. That motherfucker, because
once he stand up, it's over. All he gotta do is grab me one good time.
Y'all have never seen me in person, and I'm somewhat of a shorter, big, stocky dude, but y'all have never seen me jump before, man. I would probably land in a whole other area code. Shit. Oh, do that shit.
Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. If I tickle Jason and he moved, I was like, man, I ain't scared of your ass. Get your ass on.
Hey, I can see that my man BTG having watched enough horror movies. He's that hard black guy that ain't trying to hear shit. Like into that moment. The one good boom. Why that motherfucker fucking with people, man?
Thank y'all for tuning in to the first episode of this. Now you got to know us a little bit better. Know more about what we like, what we don't like, what worlds we definitely don't want to be a part of. But yes, definitely stay tuned for the next reviews that we have coming out, and we'll see you next time.